So I decided to go back, sell all my gear, and respec my party to bring Liliana along with us, because the Urn Sacred Ashes is a very special place for her, and I have a mod that gives her armor here as well. So if I just ignore that, then I'm just ignoring the content I modded into the game. Black Fox's gloves, Black Fox's jerkin, Black Fox's boots, Helm of Hawnleaf, and Harvest Festival Ring to give her the strength and dexterity needed to equip Hood's Message to the King. Pretty sure she can keep up with us now. Yeah, sorry, I was on intermission for a while, but... Okay, so just want to reiterate for the record, I already went down here and looted everything. So that's pretty much why you're not hearing Wynn's unique dialogue. Alright. Nothing here. So now we'll go into the other direction. Basically, because there's some stuff we can do here, really. Before even we get upstairs. This adventurer has a sealed letter. Right there. Alright then. Thank you, Orm. Discovering dragon's blood, potions, senses, and spicy sauces. Some tapar. Wynn, what we're gonna do is
oh, marvelous.
Moderate willpower. Alright. There's really no reason to just there's really no good reason to hoard your
We must not exhaust our supplies.
Oh, okay. Some help here would be nice. The isometric view is something we don't really take advantage of too much, but I feel like we have like 10 more seconds before we're stuck as a wolf. Let's just run the clock out. Alright. Yeah, the isometrics, we don't really get all isometric more often than not. It's like, up to this point, we've mostly stuck to a console player's point of view coming to this game. Well, the Armor of Diligence, Fallen Knight Armor. Okay, take that and keep it for sure. Huh. Alright. Alright then. electrocutes. Alright. Alright. Earn the Sacred Ashes. Earn the Sacred Ashes. So, as you can see here, the viewpoint is meant to give you a much greater tactical advantage.
It is begun.
Grease Fire combo. Most forms of grease, magical or otherwise, are highly flammable. When grease comes into contact with an open flame, it ignites, resulting in a sea of burning grease that is deadly to any creature passing through it. Once the grease is burned up, the fire subsides. And another one right here. Oh no, an ancient text. You know what that means. By the time you see this one on YouTube, by the time you see this episode come up on YouTube, you'll see how embarrassing my first fight against one of these things went. So we're going to... Oh no, never mind. I was confused it with something else. But yeah, that's 4 Scrolls of Bannister now. The final Scroll of Bannister is in a completely different section of the main story. Tactician! Alright.
I hate this bar.
We must fight. Let us do it quickly.
Okay. Well, that was a disaster. That one actually takes a hit to your cunning, which means we should probably clear it up. And no reason to just leave that there. I have no idea. I think I'm really beginning to regret the whole Wild Mage thing. Like, I'm really beginning to regret taking Wild Mage. I was just... Like, without the skill points to really abuse the more powerful versions of it, I imagine, but... It's not really worth it. Alright, but anyway, now we have another key to one of the chambers we can unlock all the way back to the beginning of the ruined temple. Which will need to... Oh! Yeah, that's why Liliana being here is so great. She basically, the way I have her tactics set up, she'll basically snipe enemy mages who try to set up their crowd control abilities before they get a chance to. And that's a way more important now we're at the part of the game where mages are... Alright.
I shall do it.
The main hall key is what we want. Alright.
I shall do it.
Alright.
Blast.
Alright.
Shall be done.
Alright then. This barrier will allow us to do things and travel to places, but more importantly, it will...
I shall do it.
Holy Brazier. Painstakingly piece together information with old books. Painstakingly piece together information with old books, and from that tales and half-truths passed down by us by our forefathers, I do not understand the ritual used to create the wraiths. The brazier was lit with a consecrated taper, its flame taken from the everlasting fire long ago consuming Andraste herself. The chosen disciple would fast and pray for weeks, taking to his body nothing but a sip of water a day. That's insane. When the disciple was finally ready, he would place his mouth a flawless black pearl and step into the flames. In ancient divinity, black pearls were thought to be magical. It would stop the soul from passing through the veil when held in the mouth at the moment of death. Thus, Andraste's disciples consigned themselves to eternal flame. They became dust and ashes that rose again and again to protect the most beloved in the Maker. So Andraste's disciples were hardcore, basically. They didn't mess around the whole sacrifice yourself for your religion thing. It's messed up, but they're hardcore.
More enemies ahead. Get off!
Is victorious!
Oh, I love that the autosaves are actually plentiful here. Shattered. Missile storm!
Come, let us end this.
Iron chest.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
Alright.
As you say.
Yeah! But yeah, in all honesty, this is a lot. Wasn't expecting this much, but it's expecting.
I shall do it. It's a fine thing we've done. It's a fine thing we've done.
All right. Insufficient skill? Doesn't matter.
I shall do it.
I should have to note the irony of taking a rogue with me and then the rogue going insufficient skill.
I've got your back.
Thanks, Steve Bloom.
Is victorious. There.
All right. All right. Gotcha. Oh, you're immune to fire.
Don't give them the advantage.
Okay. Okay.
Make him be praised.
All right then.
Matharath, Andraste's earthly husband, and her betrayer.
All right, now for the Werving layer. Basically, there's a method to the madness of this cult here. There's something that the game is building up to. All right.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
And that's why Hand of Winter is badass. Absolutely badass. So you can come up to here from either side of the staircase. There's no real reason to do what I did and circle around the whole building unless you really wanted to, like... No! I'm frozen. Oh no! I got destroyed.
Make a preserver.
You say. On it. As you command.
wow. What's up?
You should run while you can. You forced our hand.
Well, I got destroyed by my hubris, basically. You know, it's kind of weird because I really don't have any... It's weird because... So yeah, we're fighting dragonlings now. And to be completely honest with you, I'm very upset because I really wish that my enhanced shapeshifting abilities would work at this point, but they do not. And that's quite literally the only reason I wasted points in shapeshifting. Alright. Alright. Oh no, Wild Surge Burst. Eat my cone of cold. Alright.
Now we do battle.
Oh no, we need to help out my friends there. Is that it? Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, no, the area is getting kind of intense right now. Kind of intense. I mean, they're dragons. If it didn't get intense... Oh! Ouch. Yeah, like, Liliana... I'm not building Liliana for trap detection. I'm building Liliana to, like, do certain... to keep up with us in terms of DPS.
Very well.
So, these are the Frostback Mountains. We play armor, I don't care about that. Anyway, basically... we've seen the Frostback Mountains in Inquisition already, but this is what they were hinted to be at all the way back in Dragon Age Origins. Alright. Vulnerability Hex. Gorham.
Force our hand.
Those are animal carcasses, which, boy, I did not want to actually look at, but
Enemies approaching. Very well. It's begun.
cultist assassin.
Defend yourself.
Did you think that would be enough for you?
Come, let us end this.
Okay, this way.
We've been turned around. How does anyone navigate these halls?
Alright, what was the other direction? Like I said, guys, it's been a long time since I've played Origins proper, so you're gonna be bound to get a little lost.
As you say.
So this is a little silly to look at, I get that, but I'm not really sure why we got an autosave there unless you were not like Uh-oh. Well, okay. Alright. Well, guess I got shown up.
We must not exhaust our supplies. As you say.
Defend yourself.
As you say.
Alright. Now, the Spell Weaver is really significant because it is restricted to Arcane Warriors, which means it is straight up what you want your Arcane Warrior to be wearing or using in combat. And we have the Drake Scale Armor side quest, which we are definitely going to be taking advantage of. Alright. Dragons. Drake Scale Armor. Drake Scale Armor. When we visit Wade's again, we're definitely going to take a look at what he can do for us in the Drake Scale.
Now we do.
Oh my god.
Watch out! Now you fall. Very well.
Alright. Drake Scale. The Dragon Egg gives me the Life Drinker, which is restricted to a Blood Mage. No one knows for certain what this amulet came from. All we have is the legend. Long before the Golden Sage turned black, there lived in the Finter Pyramid a frail old magician of the court, or the Archon. He was at least among the mages of the court, the Lamplighter, but he was only biding his time. One day when the magisters appeared were the Great Hall of the Archon, the Lamplighter struck. The Archon side of each spell he cast, the Lamplighter himself seemed to wither and fade with more, so he bombarded the mage from spell to spell, until at last nothing was left of the place but rubble, and left the court by corpses, and then left the Lamplighter by a golden pendant. This, the Archon kept himself mindless inaccurate. Treachery can come from the most innocuous sources. So basically, the Life Drinker is the amulet of someone who is trying to, like, I'll be Basically, the guys are that's Tevinter in a nutshell. Pretty much every stereotype of Tevinter Magisters is right there. Tevinter. Yeah, some parts of the game have will automatically trigger the autosave every time you run it back and forth across them. So now I can go back up here.
More enemies ahead.
Try not to lose your incompetence. It's embarrassing.
Oh my god. So, upkeep is 100%, fatigue of 10%. Each time an enemy is drained, the spell consumes a small... Heal the mage as long as the spell is active. Oh boy, here we go.
Stop! You will go no further!
This voice acting right here. Listen to this voice acting. Oh, is that so?
You have defiled our temple. You have spilled the blood of the faithful and slaughtered our young. No more. You will tell me now, intruder, why you have done all this. Why have you come here?
Whew. Tell me your name, and I will tell you why I'm here.
I am Father Pilgrim, leader and guide to the disciples of Andraste. Kill us, and you will face Andraste. She will smell our blood, and the blood of her children on you, and her wrath will be great.
Children? You mean the dragons? Is Andraste a dragon?
She is so much more. She is even more glorious than all the old gods combined. The prophet Andraste has overcome death itself, and has returned to her faithful in a form more radiant than you can imagine. Not even the Tevinter Imperium could hope to slay her now. What hope do you have?
These people are whack as hell. But you know what? If they believe their prophet came back as a high dragon, I don't particularly blame them. What happened to the ashes then?
They are still within this temple. But why do we need ashes when we serve the risen Andraste in all her glory?
I want to see this glorious Andra. You're mad, Andraste is dead.
You know nothing! Andraste revealed herself to us! We are her chosen! To arms, my brethren! Andraste will grant us victory! Yeah!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Woo! No, that was... We got destroyed there. Okay.
No more! You will tell me now.
We must not exhaust.
Oh my god. Okay.
I believe I took a bad shot in that fight.
Whew, these guys are not kidding around.
Stop! You... No more! You will tell me now in... To arms!
Enemies approaching.
Push them back!
took a bad shot in that fight.
What a fight. Okay. So. Right, with Pilgrim, we kind of need to come up here in order to... unlock the ability to become a Reaver. Oh, hello there, Safrunati doll. Yeah, I finally won. I had a lot of trouble, but yeah, that's supposed to be a hard encounter. I could have made it easier myself if I decided to fight him out here, but I didn't want to do that because I don't know. I guess I just didn't want to do it to see if I could. I thought it was more interesting.
I'm not going to test that theory.
Yeah, the High Dragon up there. We're not gonna be fighting the High Dragon up there for a good long while, though. That's just not happening. What we're going to be doing instead is just continuing on forward. To the final dungeon relating to this main quest line. Gain the Urn of Sacred Ashes.
This place is practically infused with magic.
I'm a mage when I feel it.
I bid you welcome, Pilgrim.
Alright, I have killed Pilgrim and I will kill you too.
I am not allied with Pilgrim. You have nothing to fear from me.
Well, that's good.
I am the god.
That's very good to hear.
The protector of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I have waited years for this.
Actually, now on the sounds of things, you sound very different from Pilgrim and the rest of the cultist. Yeah, I'm not poisoning the ashes with this character. Why have you been here for so long?
It has been my duty, my life, to protect the urn and prepare the way for the faithful who come to revere Andraste. For years beyond counting have I been here, and shall I remain until my task is done and the Imperium has crumbled into the sea.
The Imperium is no longer as powerful as it once was.
Ah, is it not? Then perhaps this is the beginning of the end.
Okay, so who are the men who have taken over the rest of the temple?
When my brethren and I carried Andraste from Tevinter to this sanctuary, we vowed to forever revere her memory and guard her. I have watched generations of my brethren take up the mantle of their fathers. For centuries they did this, unwavering.
Oh, hey!
In their appointed task. But now they have lost their way. They have forgotten.
Yo, that was dynamic audio.
Their promise.
Could you tell that his voice was getting farther and farther away the less the camera was focusing on him? You found your stream on rerun symbol? Okay. Is it bad or good that's on rerun? I can't really tell. In a sense, they have not forgotten her. So, the dragon is Andraste then, that was obvious. In a sense, they have not forgotten her.
They have forgotten that Andraste was just a messenger. They speak no more of the Maker, only of their false Andraste, and even greater sin.
Why would they have fallen for this ridiculous lie?
It began with an ancestor of the one known as Pilgrim. He saw himself as a new prophet, preaching the rebirth. Some disagreed with him. I heard their cries of pain and loss, which were quickly silenced.
Okay, so tell me more about the disciples.
When my brethren and I carried Andraste from Tevinter to this sanctuary, we vowed to forever revere her memory and guard her. I have watched generations of my brethren take up the mantle of their fathers. For centuries they did this, unwavering, joyful in their appointed task.
What can you know about the urn of sacred ashes?
The urn contains the remains of the prophet Andraste. What else is there to tell?
I'm surprised compared to the rest of that. Alright, let's not waste time. How do I get to the urn?
You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy.
I need the ashes to secure a noble man, though.
Still, you must prove yourself worthy. It is not my place to decide your worthiness. The gauntlet does that. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not...
So, what is the gauntlet?
The gauntlet tells the true pilgrims from the false. You will undergo 4 tests of faith, and we shall see how your soul fares.
Alright, let's get this over with.
Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy.
I have no idea how to turn off the rerun thing, because I really have no idea what that's about.
Of others. Jowan was discovered by the Templars. You were helping him. Tell me, do you think you failed, Jowan?
Do we think I failed, Jowan? How do you know of my past?
Your path is laid out before me and plain to see. In the lines of your face and the scars on your heart. Do you believe you failed, Jowan?
No. Really, I tried my best. There really wasn't anything I could have done with the situation.
Then you do not dwell on past mistakes. Neither yours, nor someone else's.
It is sometimes difficult to see how our actions affect an outcome. But that does not mean our actions had no effect.
What's past is past. Why bring it up and open old wounds?
And what of those that follow you?
Ask your question, Guardian. I am ready.
You are ever the advisor, ready with a word of wisdom. Do you wonder if you spout only platitudes, burned into your mind in the distant past? Perhaps you are only a tool, used to spread the word of the Circle and the Chantry. Does doubt ever chip away at your truths?
You frame the statement in the form of a question, yet you already know our answers. There is no sense in hiding, is there? Yes, I do doubt at times. Only the fool is completely certain of himself.
And you? Why do you say the Maker speaks to you, when all know that the Maker has left? He spoke only to Andraste.
You got called out, Liliana.
Her equal?
I never said that.
In Orlais you were someone. In Lothering, you feared you would lose yourself, become a drab sister, and disappear. When your brothers and sisters of the cloister criticized you for what you professed, you were hurt, but you also reveled in it. It made you special. You enjoyed the attention, even if it was negative.
You're saying that I made it up for the attention? I did not. I know what I believe.
The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
So, Gorham doesn't get a line here because he's not supposed to be here. He's literally irrelevant to the main story at this point. And Karma can only do so much when making this mod, because it's a super old mod.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Dreams.
A dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a daughter she could not save.
Yeah. It's very similar to the... If you played the Fade section with this mage warden character, this is pretty similar to what the sloth demon tells you, really.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
Huh. A tune. It's very close to being a wind or a tune, but...
Yes. I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated...
Like, even if Gorham had the question, it would be pretty obvious, and...
filled with joy.
I'm not sure he would have much to say. Do you sometimes regret what happened?
And then she sang no more.
It happened about Balin specifically. But yeah, no. Karma's Companions is a very old mod, and it's impossible. Like, adding playable party members is one thing, but making so many new companions and trying to give them all voice dialogue, it's not possible. It's especially not possible to do it with all the companions this one mod gives you.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
Vengeance.
Yes, my husband Hissarion would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
So you're the Judas. Alright.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Home, obviously. You're only saying an alias because it's an elf, so...
It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
Mafarov himself.
Passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Love did you in for jealousy.
Yes, jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamari, but beside her, I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee.
I shouldn't be able to help it, but it's such a good idea.
The Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
Yeah, that's gotta be rough, buddy. Also, every time you answer a question correctly, you get experience, but you can't. It doesn't show it.
The bones of the world stretch towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
Tricky one, but it's the mountains.
Yes. I carried Andraste's ashes out of Tevinter into the mountains to the east, where she could gaze ever into her Maker's sky. No more fitting a tomb than this could we find.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
That's definitely not lighter than air. Comes from nothing doesn't really make any sense for lightning or fire because you need to cause some scientific reaction in order to cause those. So, hunger comes from nothing because it's literally the result of not eating.
Yes. Hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth. I am Cather, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done, and knew the Makers smiled on us.
And last but not least, the Archon Hessarian.
She wields the broken sword, and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Time doesn't care about anyone. Weakness is about taking advantage of anything. It's just a fact of life. Queens definitely do not have... Yeah, mercy, sure.
Yes, I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner, who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
Had fun with the riddle game?
Oh, hey, it's John. What's up? You're not Jowan.
I didn't think I'd fool you. But am I really a spirit? Or is all this in your mind? Are you in the Faith, perhaps? Honestly, I don't know. I am part of the Gauntlet. I am Jowan. I am you. All these statements are true.
Are you trying to make me feel guilt over what happened?
No, that is not my intent. You have come so far since I saw you last. The last vestiges of your shackled life in the Circle have all but fallen away. You are free of the past, and nothing will hold you back. Be strong, my friend. Do not falter. I have something for you. Use it well. It makes me happy, knowing you will be the mage that I never could.
And we have the reflection. Yeah, there's really no reason to take off the Warden's Oath for so long. Alright, we took care of
Enemies
everything
approaching.
There. See, this is the coolest part. This whole thing. It's a mirror match.
On her face? Is that really what I am?
Well, I'm wasn't expecting that. And I certainly don't want to go through it again.
Leliana, are you seriously asking me if cruelty on your face is something you can actually do? Really? God, there's running away from your past and there's living in super denial.
Well,
alright.
Looks like there's only one way forward.
I suspect we'll have to work together to get across.
Alright, let's see. Get 3 burning parches down either left or right floor tiles, make each block of the bridge solid in turn.
That part of the bridge looks like it's there, but I don't think it is. Try something else.
Alright, left 3, left 6, right 2. Then move the fourth primer to the end of the second bridge section. Then move the primer that is on left 3 to right 4. And the primer on right 2 to left 1. This will make the third section of the bridge solid. And finally, move the character on left 6 to right 5. With character on the right 4 to left 5. That is the last one. No, we're not doing that again.
I don't know what to say.
Alright. The altar is a little more than a dusty stone slab, but cast off the trappings of worldly life and cloak yourself in the goodness of spring. Remove your equipment. Which is all it's really asking you to do. Oh god, that's disgustingly horrifying.
You have been through the trials of the gauntlet. You have walked the path of Andraste, and like her...
Well, was not expecting that particular glitch to happen.
You have proven yourself worthy, Pilgrim. Approach the sacred ashes.
Alright, here we are.
I never dreamed I would ever lay my eyes on the urn of sacred ashes. I have no words to express.
I could not have asked for a greater honor than to be here. I will never forget this feeling.
Alright then. Prophet Rider Maker, take a page of the ashes. Yeah. Heroic music plays! We completed another main quest line. Ceremonialist. Golden Demon Pendant, Belt of Master Lords, Spelent Mail, take all that.
I shall do it.
Give me a quick second. Because I really need to see if I have this installed. Oh, I do not in fact have it installed. I was being silly. Yeah, give me a good second. I'll be right back.
Shall be done.
Come on, where is that? Armor of the Devout. Armor of the Devout.
More enemies make ahead. This quick.
How are we going to the
No!
Did you see the cruelty on her face? Is that really what I am?
Well, I wasn't expecting that. And I certainly don't want to go through it again.
Alright. The gun is closer, so far away. To the lost ones gain nothing. This is despair. Corinne Benoit may guide. Okay. There we go. So, this is the Armor of the Devout armor set. There's one set exclusive to Leliana, and another set that can be put on anyone else. +3 dexterity, armor penetration, 7 duration in combat, 8 dexterity, 9 defense, 4 armor, more standard duration in combat, so it's a flat 2. 3 dexterity, 6 defense, and plus 25 points of stamina. Alright. Yeah, Leon, you look sick. Alright. Alright then. Alright, now we can go... Oh. Might as well go over here, too.
I shall do.
Get some other stuff here.
As you said.
And we're good to go. We automatically teleported back down to Jeffatini. Oh, no, maybe not. This is the path down to Jeffatini.
I shall do it.
It's a shortcut, basically. And that closed off room we kept running into is a shortcut that leads all the way back to here. So now...
Welcome
hey, brother!
back. You were gone for quite some time. Well, did you find it?
Here we go.
Is that? There's some dust on... No, that's not dust. Omega, I'm not worthy to look upon. What was it like, coming to the urn, I mean?
There are grueling tests.
Tests?
Frickin'
Interesting.
goddamn.
Very interesting. Perhaps my research will not seem so much like blasphemy to the Chantry now. We must organize an expedition. There is so much history here, it must be studied. And pilgrims should be allowed to come to the urn.
That's not particularly wise. A lot of people try to exploit it.
But the urn belongs to all the faithful. How can you deny this to them? No, we must share it.
I agree. We cannot withhold this from others. It is not our place.
You have noble intentions, Brother Genitivi. But can you say the same of your...
This Gorm does not care about all this human god
this
nonsense.
good news or die trying.
You know what? I really shouldn't be selfish, sure.
I must return home. I have much to do. If you ever find yourself in Denerim, please visit me. I am not a rich man, but I have a small collection of interesting artifacts, and I do owe you a reward for coming to my rescue. I hope to see you soon, my friend.
Well, take care, for what it's worth. I mean, I'm a mage, so I don't really especially care about whether or not I'm, like, obeying Chantry or not.